Welcome back to another episode of my Vain Let's Play. Before we get stuck in, here's a 60-second roundup of what happened last time. We created our new character and welcomed Bosun into the world after all of your suggestions. Bosun being an athlete who, after receiving a head injury from a sporting accident, turned to a life of crime. His journey in the apocalypse, though, started off to a flyer. The first zombie we came across was a military zombie who kindly donated his backpack. Bosun's luck continued as he picked the lock of the first car he saw and managed to hotwire it at the first attempt. It wasn't all plain sailing though, as we headed out of Lion Mountain, looting as we went. We ran into some pretty intense skirmishes along the way, including this fun one in the fire department. We managed to fight our way through before heading to the storage facility just north of Saranac, where our looting luck was in. We found tools, schematics, and enough baseball bats for a Major League Baseball team. And that's where we pick up from today. Here we go. Episode 7 of my Vain Let's Play, and we wake up where we left off. It's a brand new day in the apocalypse. I think the plan for today is, thank you very much, first and foremost, for your suggestions. So the plan is that we are going to go and find a place to base up today. I think that's absolutely got to be the plan. What we'll do is we'll finish off looting a few of these storage bins. And then after we've done that, we will go off and find our new base location, which, by the sounds of it, you guys want me to base up in a farm in Russia. And oh, an interesting storage bin full of well, ice. 6, we'll take that. Ice and vending machines for the base. That could be quite cool. What a load of tools. We will take, you know me. And look, I got support in the comments on the last episode. Thank you very much for those who commented and also said to me that they like to collect. And I am calling it collecting tools now. It's not hoarding. It is collecting. We are collectors and we enjoy our collecting. So I will continue doing my collecting. I'm not that worried about scrap. We'll take charcoal. Charcoal is useful. Saves us a little bit of fat. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to clear this row of storage bins, because that feels like a sensible thing to do before we go and get too excited and ahead of ourselves. So let's take a look at the old map. Couple of options for us the suggestions seem to be, we've got here, around here in Russia. We should also have a farm, I think, around these areas, quite possibly. So we'll go and have a look at a couple of locations, and then I think the plan really is to get based up. We need to. It's time to do that, and then we can start thinking about, grinding our construction skill, because we didn't go for a construction build character, so there's going to be some work to do there. And crafting, not done any crafting. Oh, I swear we've already got a schematic for a cast iron pan. I got really excited about it, didn't I? Why have we got 2? Should I take the 8-ball with me? Oh, gosh. Fine. I gave it a chance. Guys. I know I probably shouldn't have given it a chance, but I gave it a chance. Fishing hat. You never know. We might need that. Good luck. Right, let's go and dump a load of stuff in the back of the truck. Also quite fancy the idea of taking that tarantula with us, Maybe we should have a pet. What have we got on us that's particularly weighty? Jerry can, a couple of cast iron pans. Let's go. We'll keep one baseball bat. Should really turn that into a spiked baseball bat as soon as possible to get the most out of it. I think this combat pack's pretty much had it, so let's swap that out and leave those behind. We only need one saw. We'll leave that. We've got the parcel game to play. Anything good? No is the answer. Worn book. Yeah. Do hoard. I accept that it probably is that. Iron arrows. We don't need both basketballs, and we definitely don't need them on us. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think we're in a good spot. Yeah, look how fast we can move now. Right, I think we should go and check out the office. I'm going to leave a couple of rows of the storage bins because I think there's no harm in us coming back. We're not going to be based up a million miles away from here. Checked all of these. These are all empty. Can we move the tarantula tank without... Does that mean I need to put the tarantula in my inventory? What happens there? You know, is that a bad thing? There's no indication that it's alive. We're going to work on the assumption that it is. Okay? He's also going to need a name. He or she. The tarantula. The fact that I'm going to have a pet tarantula is a little bit crazy to me. And the fact that it shows up as food, probably the scariest. And there's no room in there now for the soil. Fancy that. Cool. All right. Vodka. I'm not intending on drinking that right now. Stove heating elements. Yeah, we don't need that. Cool. Right. We'll hop into the office before we get on our merry way. Couple of lights on. Magazine, that'll help with stress when we need it, which hopefully isn't going to be very often. It's going to be really zen this playthrough, you know? We're just going to have a zen apocalypse. Is that possible? Do you reckon? Have a chilled out apocalypse? There's got to be a point at which you have done all of that sort of core survival stuff and you've got yourself sort of set up. I'm not saying to relax, because that's not how it's going to work, is it? You can't exactly relax. There we go. Right, we're taking advantage of sinks and running water still. Not entirely sure how much longer we're going to have the water for. I thought we'd got it so that it'll... A schematic for a flashlight is great, by the way. I thought we'd set it so that it would turn off within the first week. And I'm fairly sure we started on the 22nd, so... 20... I think the default date is the 22nd. I'll have to check that. But we've got to make the most of it, basically, whilst it's still here. Lock picking up to 22. Schematic for... Yeah, we will take that, we'll take that, and we'll take that. That's all good stuff. All helpful. Okay. Right, we can come back here for more stuff, obviously, as and when we need it. But let's go and have a look at a couple of base locations, and let's focus on getting settled down, I think, this episode. I think we need to find our... Oh my goodness. How did I miss that whole pole? Like, it was like it wasn't in my field of view. It obviously was. You all saw it. But yeah, I think the idea here is that we're going to get settled down. So, Russia, turn left, basically. Got Buck's Pond, is it? Over there. The deer there. I'm not going to kill the deer. Live and let live today. Loads of other stuff to be doing. There is, of course, the ambulance depot, I think, isn't there, that we drove past. Just there, which, I've got to say... Not for a base location, at all. But for a looting run at some point in time, that feels like it could be a good idea. Oops. I think it's this way. Yeah, it's this way. So we have got a farm down here. I think there's one down in that direction. Let's go. Let's keep on going this way for now, and then we'll head up towards the top. Is it this way? Might be this way. We'll turn and then we'll check. Yeah. Then we're onto mountains and stuff. House to loot. Another little house to loot. Okay. Start using that spray paint, I think, soon, and putting that to good use so that we can mark which ones we have and haven't looted. Now, is this house... I mean, first of all, cabin. A zombie. Whereabouts is the zombie? Am I going to pick a lock and then be attacked by a zombie instantly? Oh, yeah. It's not working. I thought this was going to be a little cabin. It's not a little cabin. At all. It's like a little shed. Well, we'll take a look. See what we can find. Duct tape could be useful. I mean, a generator, that feels like a quick win, right? That feels like a great thing to have. Sunscreen. Do some like fishing bait or something like that, really. We're lacking a bit of that. Oh, this is a workbench. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Have we got nails? Couldn't we? Got 8. Okay. We'll have more in the van, I'm sure. I can't believe how little there is in terms of loot in here. Oh, is that house boarded up? And do you reckon that'll mean that we might get some good loot? Truck's locked. Anymore, it's not. Got in. A couple of batteries. Love batteries. Batteries are helpful. Watering can, yeah, we'll take that. Okay, let's get the... Let's upgrade our baseball bat. Take that. Pretty sure we've got a hammer. Can't remember what else it said. Amazing. There we go. Appreciate I could be doing all of them right now. But I don't think we need to have all of them spiked at this particular moment. And, you know, we'll have to build a workbench when we get our house set up. How are we doing in terms of, like, fortifications and stuff? Gosh. Yeah, we're going to need to get that construction level up. Oh, gosh, we're going to get the construction level up to get, like, the advanced workbench. Okay, we've got a lot to do. I think that was a fox noise. I think we saw a fox out there, didn't we? But now we've got a great weapon on us. Let's have a look in this house. I'm just kind of intrigued because it's partially boarded up, right? I mean, it's just a mess. Or is there going to be... Oh! Oh, yeah. A schematic we do not have, and a schematic that we love to have. Painkillers. TV. Another baseball bat. Schematic for a bow is genuinely, that is some elite level looting. That is something to be excited about. Some Canadian dollars. Could we take the magic 8-ball? Don't like that decision, but the decision has been made. Some seeds in the bin. In your toilet, of course. Why wouldn't there be? Shower cap, look. We've got hair. We've got hair. Fill that sink up whilst we're here. And also fill the bath up. Okay. Dismantle. I mean, we've got to take a gym bag. I wouldn't be that fussed if it was a normal backpack, but kind of have to take it. Fries. Rice, yeah, it's all useful. Amazing. Yeah. This has been another good start, I think, so far. I always feel a bit nervous saying that out loud. Peanut butter, pretzel, jam, yes. You know, just in case. But sometimes we've got to acknowledge it. Oven dish, that's going to be helpful. Apron, sorry, for when we're using the oven dish. Detergent. Feel like I'm looting everything, gonna be honest. But are we gonna pretend that we're surprised at that? Or should we just acknowledge that this is what happens? Firework, yep. To be fair, maybe I should be doing something in the game with fireworks, you know, when I reach like subscriber milestones or something. That'd be quite a fun thing to do. I will take a US flag. I think that is a thing that I will take at some point when we've got our base set up. It's weird because British, you know, we're not particularly patriotic. And yeah. There's a conversation with Coffee Addictionista. Hope I'm doing the username some justice there. Around patriotism in the comments. And yeah, British, we're not particularly patriotic. It's one of the things I kind of look at America, and I kind of like that sense of national pride. I think it's a good thing to have. I admire it in terms of the flags and how it's just a really positive thing. So when I play in American video games as an American character, which we can absolutely, you know, Bosun is that. I mean, I've never played lacrosse in my life. I don't think we play it in this country. So Bosun is. So yeah, I'm sure he would be patriotic. Soil bags, hammer. Yes, we like this. Now I got a horrible, oh my goodness, a fire axe as well. Yes. This is amazing. I think this might have been, where are we on the map? Sort of casually just drove in, was like, this might have been one of the suggested locations. I think Hungry Mako suggested this as a potential base location. Russia has also been, well, a farm around here, I believe, has also been suggested. Coffee Addictionista. Again, sorry if I'm doing a disservice to the usernames here. Suggested one around here. And there was some suggestions from like Logan McKeer around houses a bit further north. But I like the idea of satellite bases. You'll see me say it in the comments. I quite like the idea of us potentially having one main hub, but then, you know, when we do the longer looting runs, especially as the map grows, it's going to be important to have those sort of satellite offices. And there were some suggestions that we go back to the to obviously the lake house the island on the lake, they're known as the lake house. But I don't know if I could return there after what happened with Atom. You know, there's some baggage, and I think it's kind of cool to have something that's a bit of a project. And this, somewhere like this, would absolutely be a project. It's just I don't know whether this is homely enough. I like the idea of having a house, at least, that we could sort of call home. And then we can make additions to make it better, right? So we will see where we end up. And that's going to be decided in this episode. And I genuinely really do appreciate all of your comments and suggestions. They make this incredibly fun for me. And yeah, the support's been absolutely crazy. I have, of course, got a new video out. I release every Wednesday in terms of feature Vane videos, and you, of course, know, because you're watching this, that my Let's Plays come out every Monday. So twice a week I am uploading Vane content, and that is the plan for the foreseeable. So I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. As I sometimes bundle, oh my goodness, amazing, 2 fire axes. As I sometimes bumble my way through some of these scenarios. But I think that's part of the fun of it. This is one of the few times I get to actually just play the game and enjoy playing the game. And so what you get to see is how I play the game. And I think it's really cool that we're able to share that. Of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do subscribe. Helps me out massively. And if you've got some friends who are sort of teetering on the brink in terms of whether they want to get Vane or not, I'm obviously building up a bit of a repository in terms of content, so feel free to send them this way. And they can have a good look at the game and what it offers. Heavy bolts, amazing. Oh, obviously it offers more than heavy bolts, but I was, in typical DeadZedje fashion, getting distracted by what is immediately in front of me, or off to the side. It's always one of those two things. Seeds, seeds, scrap, seeds, seeds. Another paddle. Got to take the paddle. I was sort of hoping we might have come across some like weapons here, but maybe there's an upstairs to the next barn, and maybe that will hold some answers. Tractor. I mean, a tractor collection. I wonder if we can respray the tractor. If we can respray tractors, I've not tried it yet. I'll be honest with you. Obviously, we did do some respraying in the late game tips video that was just released. But I have not tried it with tractors. Car batteries, stuff like that. I'm going to assume that this is just going to be food again. Yeah, it's just going to be food that I don't really want to take. Have some lights on. Kind of impressed by the ability to grow the crops indoors where there's not an awful lot of light. More nails would be helpful. Oh, incredible. A little fridge like that could be useful depending on where we base up. Never have enough fridge space. Hard hat. The saw, yeah, we'll take that. More food? Yeah, more food. Not watered. Not going to be in a good place, are they? Take the bits, we won't take the paint. I've just picked up a leaf blower, I didn't mean to do that. So we will disassemble that. Thank you very much, and we'll take the benefit of it without taking it. Seeds, happy days. Not going to take soil bags and stuff like that at the moment because, yeah, we don't really need them yet. And you know, oh my goodness, where did they just come from? Oh, that scared the life out of me. Where did you come from? Oh. Oh dear. Well, that was unfortunate for you. That serves you right for... Serves you right for creeping up on me like that. Put that down there. Utility cars. Cool. And there is a spot check. I've always got to check them. A light. Shed within a shed within a shed. Lawn chair. No, I probably don't need a lawn chair. I do accept that. Held radios. Cool. Even if it's for components, they're helpful. These staples, nice. Right. Come on. Car battery. Also really keen to hear how you guys are getting on in terms of your Vane playthroughs. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking of the game. Quite excited for some future updates. Mini sledge. Oh, I'm carrying too much. Fine. I'll go and offload some of all of my really important, completely necessary loot. Because we need all of it. We always need all of it. The axes, a drill, a paddle. Yeah, I can see why I might have been over encumbered. Just ignore how many tools there are. It's for the best. Right. Where were we? Oh yeah. Nails, mini sledge. That container's got nothing of real interest in it. Already done that. Right. I think we've picked this place pretty much clean. Watering can. Spray paint. We like that. Scrap and seeds. Seeds. Right. And the other thing that I'd say that I quite like about this location so far is that it isn't many of the, you know, those undead folk around. See what I'm saying? Now, was there a way of carrying on down this track? And if so, where does it go? Okay, so I think we're going to go out of here and go down the track some more. Did we come in from that direction, or did we come in from this? Yeah, we came in from this direction, I think, didn't we? Right. Let's go down this way. I think there's another farm down here. We'll let the cow run free for now. And that's just grain silos. Okay, so the next one must be over this way then. I thought there was one down this side. Ah! We'll ignore that. It's fine. It's all okay. And then down here. Bit of off-roading in our little mail truck. Why not? It works. And then is it this way? Yes, it is. And this, funnily enough, if you've seen that late game tips video, this is one of the locations I used to shoot it. This, I think, is that location that many of you have mentioned to me in the comments. Calico Farm. If only we could rename it. Don't know what we'd call it. If we could rename it, that would have been cool. Now, if we're moving in properly, we probably want to put this close to the door. I think Thinking ahead. There we go. Right, is this going to be home? I think that looks like it could well be our home. Especially like the garages going on. Have to check the windmill out in some detail. Hop inside. Pick the lock, of course. There we go. Okay. I don't know why I'm searching for utility cabinet. Wood scrap. We got 5 bits of wood scrap, which... Good. Okay. Fireplace, which is going to be incredibly useful when we get to the winter. Packets of cigarettes. Food. Amazing. Sofa. And there is a TV. I was just sort of looking around then as if to say, hang on, where's the TV at? And a basement. We've got loads of fun room for activities here. Right, what do we need for our utility cabinet? Pop that down here. Should be fairly central. Nice. Sweatpants in there. Containers and stuff, which is useful. Because, especially with our construction level at what our construction level is currently at, must be 0. I thought. That's construction level 1. Wow, this is okay. That is a problem. It's a schematic for cleaning wipes. Okay. Okay. We will take it. Food. Okay. Fishing bait. Amazing. Another TV. Which works. I've asked too many questions as to why it's down here. Our clothes up. Cell phone, scissors. Is that a gun case? Come on, be good to us. Nice. That's going to be really good for hunting. No scope, but a sort of mid-range, having a look. That'll be awesome. Oh my goodness, a schematic for binoculars as well. We're really on the schematics train today. I am loving it. I don't think I've ever come across so many schematics. We will take that. We will not mention that on this, but yeah, we will take that. What we got through here? Just empty space. Okay, we can use that for storage. Loads of food. I think what we're probably going to need to do is take fresh food and make sure that we're putting it in the fridge. There's some more in here, wasn't there, as well? Don't know what bonito flakes are. If anyone in the comments is more informed as to what they're likely to be, let me know. I'm intrigued. Are they like bran flakes, as we have in the UK? Anything that's fresh, basically, can go in here. Easier to click it all in, and then I'll figure it out. Now, it's like sunscreen. Don't need that. Desserts, chocolate. Cool. Bagels. Muffin. Cookies. God, we've got so much food on us. Okay. Food is not going to be a problem for us. Not for a little while, anyway. God, certainly not with the amount that's in this kitchen as well. Getting so carried away. We've not even cleared the house yet. And I'm just looting away. Looting away in my own house. Probably seems quite counterintuitive when you think about it. Okay. More behind us. Okay. They're empty. Oh, pretty much empty. Apron. There we go. Put that away. There we go. We're doing some stuff that's useful. Nothing good in there. Any magazines I think we could probably place down here. Oh, that one's creased. Okay. Pop them in there, I think. So for that, 8-ball. 8-ball that betrays us at every opportunity. Just remember that. Oh, amazing. That is amazing. Thank you, Alyssa Sims, for what you've done for us. Interesting noises coming from outside. Needle and thread, we take those. And usually what I do is I'd use a... use this for like first aid. I like to use a toilet for first aid. Not actually the toilet, just to hasten to add. Okay. So we'll start doing some sorting out, I think. Pizza box. Room was empty. $79. I mean, it's quite big for a solo. And another bow. Oh, this is fantastic. Skirt, or, as someone did point out on an old video, kilt, arguably. I would like to see more tartan. Nice. We're going to be really nicely set up. And an office. Lockpick. You are speaking my language here. I like it a lot. More ammo. Remove books and stuff like that. This probably makes a bit of sense in terms of books. Okay. And this is going to be home. Shall we go and have a look at what we can find in the rest of it? There's a fox, probably what was making all the odd noises. See if we can get some dollars out of the cash register. First time. Nicely done. Onion. Garlic. Orange. Nice. Okay, let's go and start off with the double garage. Now this, I think, is quite cool, having a double garage, and kind of necessary in a game like this as well. Crowbar. That is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I don't think this playthrough could have got off any better. You know? Sander, great. Spray paint, Useful. What's in here? All we need now for this to be like proper sorted is for us to go next door into this workshop and for there to be, I don't know, like a sports car. I'm obviously joking. I don't think that's very realistic. But if there's like some... I mean, there's another tractor. That tractor collection I was joking about, that might be on. But if we could get some of those sort of vehicle stuff in here, that helps out loads. Nothing here. Got some seeds though. More seeds. Take that. Nothing there. Yeah, vehicle parts would be amazing. I think it's probably going to be worthwhile putting down another UC here. Fishing rod. More seeds. Scrap wood. Which is going to be helpful. Another axe. We're talking exhaust assembly, stuff like that. Yeah, you see, that's helpful. I think that's going to be pretty useful for us as we set up here. Do it like a welder or something, couldn't we? Really? Can't remember what we've already looted and what we haven't. Oh my goodness! Another axe and a jigsaw. Right. I think it is going to be worthwhile putting a UC down. Let's put one down here. But we just had wood scraps on us. Nothing there. Right. There we go, we've got our wood scraps. I hear footsteps. No, we don't want you around these parts. Okay, right. We're going to be really hot on disposal. Kind of have to be. Cow over there. Okay, we've got a little bit more to explore. More wood scraps. Maybe I didn't need to disassemble those planks. Got really excited then I saw welding. I was like, oh. Not that welding helmet's a bad thing to have. It's not. Car oil. Pure. Not much in them. Oh, I take that back. That one's half full. Dodgy food in these. Yeah, that's to be expected. It's useful to have all of these plots, though. And all of these, because that means that without having that construction skill, we'll actually be able to start doing some farming. Without having to think, oh gosh, we need to level it up however much to get there. The basketball. We need to get to the point, realistically, where we can build a basketball hoop, because I've not seen one of those. I don't know why I'm looking in utilities. It's just not going to be there, is it? Construction 10. That's the aim. More seeds. Yeah, we're doing well here. This is looking pretty good for us. Respirator. Jack, yeah. Okay. Of course, I could have gone through here because there is another couple buildings by the looks of it. And what have we got back here? Yeah, there is a couple. Kind of want to climb to the top of that. Kind of think that if I did that, I'd be clumsy and something bad would happen. Interesting. I can't smell anything. Of course I can't smell anything. Yeah, we all know why I can't smell anything. That is funny. Told you that I forget about these things. Fluid barrels is useful. We either have to give it a little sip, which could be a bit dangerous, or just empty things out and fill them up. This is amazing. Cool. Yeah. All right. Caster. Help us out. We've got more weapons in there. I'm not that precious about looting this stuff because it's here. Loot respawn is off, so it should stay where it is. So many seeds. Spray cans I will take. More seeds. And another axe. Take that straight away. Incredible. And then we've got another little hunting standy sort of a... It's not a hunting stand, I know it's not a hunting stand, but a little sort of lean-to sort of thing over here. And we have got the cow as well. I'm going to leave the cow alone for now. Bunny in there too. Composter. That would have been cool if that had had some compost in. That would have helped us out a little bit in terms of the farming stuff, but we can't have it all, and we've got a lot. Got a garden hose. It's been a very looty episode. I think we've looted quite a lot. We've got quite a lot of good stuff, and I think we're in really good stead in terms of what happens next. Is that a hunting stand? I'd have thought so. Right, we've got the shed. We will just pop and quickly loot the shed. Oh my goodness, of course there's a well as well. There's a well. There's a well as well. It's got no purpose, does it? No. Which is going to start filling up for us nicely. Loads more tools. Trying to get the nails. Okay. Charcoal, fishing hat, jerry can. Can't pick that up. Do we need some more charcoal? What have we got in here? Another hacksaw, another adjustable. Yeah. We've got so many tools. We're in such a good spot. Right. Well, I think that leaves us in a really good spot in terms of this episode, folks. Thank you so much for watching and also for all of your contributions. I really appreciate it. I will reply to them all. And as you're some of my most loyal folks so far, and obviously I hope you're enjoying the Let's Plays, let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. But as some of my most loyal people, I will give you a little bit of a heads up as to what's going to be coming up on the channel in terms of our vein videos over the next sort of week or so. Wednesday, the plan is that we're going to have a challenge video out. So similar to a Let's Play, quite a bit shorter. It's a challenge that I'm going to be taking on to see whether I can do it or to see how miserably I fail trying. It's going to be a lot faster paced than the Let's Play, and will be more sort of edited and put together with a little bit of a twist. And when I say a little bit of a twist, it feels virtually impossible, so it's not going to be one to miss. Definitely one to look out for on Wednesday. But in amongst that, there's also shorts that I obviously release as well. In addition, they usually link to a long form video, or they'll be things like hot fixes where there's quite a few sort of changes to run through and I want to highlight some of the key things. If there's a big game update when that releases, then again, I plan on sort of doing a proper video, sort of going into that in a little bit more detail. And in terms of any other things that you'd like to see sort of on the channel and the stuff that I'm producing, then just let me know down below. I'm always open to ideas. I've got loads of ideas myself. we're going to keep on going and keep on growing. I think that I'm probably going to do something in terms of for subscribers as well soon. Maybe when I hit a nice little benchmark. I'm really keen to ensure that basically I can give back. And so, yeah, thank you so much for your support. If you've not subscribed yet, please do. And let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see next. Next week, I think our focus is going to be on getting moved in properly. And then we need to start thinking about fortifications, making sure that we've got everything that we really need. And I think that's gonna have to start being the focus. I'd like to get things like CCTV set up, because that'll be really useful for us. And we're going to have to start grinding some crafting too. But thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And I will catch you on Wednesday. And if not on Wednesday, you will definitely catch me a week today on a Monday for our Let's Play release. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.